Good morning, Turning Green representatives, judges, and finalists. Imagine walking past perfectly good fruits and vegetables at a food bank, knowing that they'll be thrown away while families and seniors in our community struggle to access fresh, nutritious food every day. Every day, millions of pounds of food in the United States alone go to waste, despite much of it being perfectly edible. That gap between abundance and need is not only a social issue, it's an environmental one. Every pound of wasted food contributes to greenhouse gas emissions and represents lost resources such as water, energy, and labor. Hello, I'm Kiya Patel, and together with my teammates from Team Dandelions, McKinley Park and Jolie Kim, we created the Abundance Box. Our student-led initiative addresses food waste, supports food insecure communities, and promotes healthier, sustainable living. By acting locally, we show that even small groups of committed students can also make a tangible difference. Food waste and food insecurity are deeply interconnected. Food banks often have surplus food that goes unused due to storage limitations, timing challenges, or distribution logistics. Meanwhile, many community members, especially seniors and families with children, struggle to access fresh, nutritious options. And while many live in areas without grocery stores, they also have transportation barriers that make it harder for them to reach food that is available. This creates a dual challenge. On one hand, food is wasted unnecessarily, contributing to climate change by generating excess methane and other greenhouse gases when decomposing in landfills. And on the other hand, people in need miss out on vital nutrition that is good for their health and quality of life. The Abundance Box thus bridges this gap by connecting surplus food with those who need it the most. We also provide education, teaching children and families in need how to make healthier choices, cook balanced meals, store food, and plan meals. Knowledge spreads just beyond our workshops, creating a meaningful effect throughout households and our communities. The Abundance Box collects edible surplus food from the LA Regional Food Bank, one of the largest distributors of fresh produce, dairy, and non-perishable items. We distribute this food to communities in need, including seniors and children in after-school programs. Providing food alone isn't enough, though. That's why we created workshops about nutrition, to teach strategies for healthier, more sustainable eating. Our workshops complement distribution. Each session is interactive as well as hands-on, beginning with a short discussion about balanced nutrition and the importance of reducing waste. Children then assemble simple and healthy snacks, as well as learn about planning techniques. Recipe cards accompany the food bag, showing recipients step-by-step instructions for nutritious meals. By combining education with action, the Abundance Box aims to create long-term community impact. Our initial goals were ambitious. We plan to host 5 workshops, reach 40 families, and redistribute surplus food while promoting nutrition and sustainability. As we progressed, we realized that adaptation was key. Distributing large boxes of food was challenging, and some items were heavy or fragile, and organizing volunteers for pickup and delivery was also complicated. Thus, we switched to food bags assembled by the volunteers at the LA Food Bank, allowing for more efficient distribution while maintaining quality. We revised our goal to 50 bags and focused on delivering quality workshops. Each session had consistent participation with approximately 15 to 20 children, and ultimately we held 2 workshops and 4 food deliveries, reaching around 60 families. The children who participated learned skills like meal planning, portion management, and ways to reduce food waste. Our experience taught us that flexibility, thoughtful planning, and attention to detail are just as important as our ambition. In December, we developed our workshop curriculum and designed recipe cards for the food bags. And then from January through February, we conducted outreach, connecting with local organizations and forming partnership with the Robert M. Wilkinson Multipurpose Senior Center here in the San Fernando Valley, the Boys and Girls Club in Sylmar, and the LA Regional Food Bank. By late February through early March, we were dedicated to finalizing our materials, preparing the food bags, and coordinating deliveries. From March to early April, we completed around 4 food deliveries, each with around 20 bags, and held 2 workshops with 15 to 20 children. Our progression from planning to outreach and preparation, and then to hands-on delivery and education ensured that our actions were organized, intentional, as well as impactful. And on the right, you can see an example of our curriculum. So to date, we collected around 80 pounds of surplus food from the LA Regional Food Bank, preventing the equivalent of approximately 80 pounds of carbon dioxide emissions. Our team of 10 to 15 dedicated volunteers from a sustainability club that we all founded at our school supported every part of the project from food collection to workshop facilitation, ensuring that everything had run smoothly. We also delivered 80 bags to seniors, providing fresh, nutritious food. Recipe cards included step-by-step instructions for balanced meals and tips to reduce waste, helping recipients use their ingredients effectively at home. The workshops engaged children in discussing meal balance and learning ways to reduce food waste. And the families were also able to apply what they learned at home, demonstrating how our knowledge spread beyond the sessions and into each home. Combined, our efforts impacted approximately 60 families, and this demonstrates that student-led initiatives can create meaningful change in both people's lives and the environment. In addition to this, we also created and implemented a 3-bin recycling program at our school, where we added 10 bins at the campus. We also worked with the ASB committee to create weekly videos to effectively educate around 6,000 students on how to recycle and reduce food waste. All clubs at our school were also mandated by the Beautification Committee, a committee that we each founded, to promote sustainable living, recycling, and a reduction of food waste by conducting waste audits and utilizing social media platforms to build a platform. So on this next slide, here are some examples of the awareness we have brought through social media. On the left, all three of us members, we created the Sustain Granada account to bring awareness on sustainability. And to the right, we just have some flyers of other clubs promoting sustainability as well. So in terms of challenges, we had challenges in securing a consistent source of surplus food. We had logistical complications with large boxes, finding reliable spaces for workshops, and maintaining engagement with our community partners. However, we adapted by switching to food bags prepared by volunteers from the food bank we collaborated with, refining distribution arrangements, expanding outreach, forming new partnerships, and maintaining regular follow-ups. Looking ahead, we plan to strengthen our partnerships with the LA Regional Food Bank, senior centers, and youth programs. We also plan to host assemblies at elementary schools across LA and the San Fernando community, teaching children about nutrition, food waste, and healthy choices. In addition, we also hope to set up the abundance box stands at local food markets, distributing surplus food, recipe cards, and tips for creatively using ingredients. Through these outreach campaigns and community events, we want to raise awareness about food waste and nutrition. So lastly, we are the most proud of transforming a simple idea into tangible impact. Through partnerships, consistent deliveries, and interactive workshops, we addressed both immediate needs and long-term community awareness. Our teamwork, flexibility, and dedication allowed us to create a project that not only provides nutritious food and education, but also strengthens community ties and encourages sustainable habits. Seeing all these children apply what they learned and share it to others reminds us that even small actions that stemmed from our 9th grade sustainability club can create lasting change. Thank you all. Thank you all the mentors at Turning Green and also the judges, as well as all the finalists, to allow us to share our journey and the impact of the abundance box.